everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. It's me, Lauren. So it is currently Sunday and this week I have been filming a week in my life which I'm about to share with you. So I've had a bit of a sort of pause to YouTube. I haven't uploaded for quite a few months now. Couple of reasons for that, nothing major, really simple stuff. Basically, I lost my Sojo following a massive sewing marathon that I did pre one of my holidays. Really didn't know anymore what I wanted to be sewing, sort of in regards to my fashion and that sort of thing, my style, you could say. And yeah, I hit a bit of a roadblock with that one really, so that put a halt to everything, which meant because I wasn't sewing and I was primarily giving you sewing content, it just meant that I wasn't filming. And then I was really sort of sitting down and assessing what I wanted from my YouTube channel, and really it's called, obviously, It's Me Lauren, and the idea was to share a little bit more about me than just sewing. However, sewing was sort of my place that I was confident filming, gave me sort of a focus and something specific to talk about for each of my videos. But I have decided that I'd like to come back with just a little bit more of a week in my life. You will see that I talk a little bit more maybe instead of show you what it is that I'm doing, and that again just comes from a confidence thing, not wanting to film in public so much, that sort of thing, so hopefully it will get better. Unfortunately, Thursday in this week that I was filming was the day that we got the devastating news of our Queen passing away, and so yeah, it just didn't feel quite appropriate to then continue filming on Thursday or film on Friday. Saturday I didn't have an awful lot to show you. I did make my friend's birthday cake, which I include a picture of later on, but yeah, it was still just being in mourning as a country and that sort of thing. It just didn't feel quite right. But having said that, I hope you enjoy the video anyway. Hope it gives you a little bit of an insight into what I get up to on a week. No 2 weeks are the same with me. But yeah, hope that you enjoy it basically and enjoy this type of sort of vlogging. It doesn't mean to say that I'm going to do no sewing videos going forward. It definitely is my intention to do just sewing videos too, but yeah, I hope it just helps you to get to know me a little bit more. But if you have any comments, please leave them down in the comment box below. Please be nice, and yeah, hopefully I will get back to uploading regularly, but for now, enjoy. Hello my loves, hi, it's Monday evening. Nothing much to report today. I have had a day of working. Monday, getting back to the office, well, from home, but you know, getting back to working, getting back into the swing of things. I am currently sat waiting. I'm a little bit early, but I'm just currently sat waiting because I'm shortly going for a sport massage, which is a nice way to start the week, I think. A few people have said that sports massages hurt, but I do know the sport therapist and she has assured me that she's not going to batter me. But yeah, nothing much to report today, just working. I was going to record a few bits and pieces today, but I didn't get around to it. It was really just a day on my laptop, nothing much to report in the end. I've got a busy week ahead with sewing plans, social plans, fitness plans, nice bits and pieces. I'm really looking forward to Friday actually. I'm going to, well, really my first ever sort of lane swimming session. I've never really done lane swimming before. I think I maybe went and did it when I was, I don't know, about 14, 15, which is still years ago. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, and I'm going to hopefully try and do a little bit more than a doggy paddle. I've been watching some YouTube videos, getting some hints and tips as to how to do proper sort of, I think it's like freestyle swimming, it would be called. Yeah, so we shall see, but for now I'm going to go and try and find the place that I'm going for this sports massage. It's in another building, but there's no signs outside for the sports massage place, so you know when you're a bit nervous about where you're going into and you hope it's the right place. So yeah, I will catch up with you afterwards. Hello everyone, so now What's my hair doing? Now it's Tuesday, so I signed off last night a little unexpectedly. The sport massage was incredible. It was exactly what I needed. The therapist pinpointed all of my issues that I had, just a few areas of tightness which were causing a bit of a back pain. But yeah, absolutely incredible. Obviously I came back and I was then totally chilled out and just wanted to sleep, so that's pretty much what I did. Today is Tuesday and another work day for me, so working at home. It's my lunch break now, so I've just quickly eaten a chicken salad sandwich for my lunch, and now I'm going to crack on with a bit of craft bits that I need to do. So someone that I know, their little girl is starting school in the next week, so I'm going to make her just a little bundle of hair bows and scrunchies and bits like that to, fingers crossed, match her school uniform. I think I've got the right colour. But yeah, so I'm going to crack on with that during my lunch break now, watch a bit of YouTube, and yeah, then see how I get on with that during my lunch. Working again then this afternoon, and this evening I will be going for a run. So my Canicross team have put up an event for this evening, which is just I think it's a 4K run, which I can make this later on tonight. I think I'm going to take both of the dogs with me. So I was going to go for a little walk on my lunch break, but now I don't need to do that because I'll run both the dogs tonight. So yeah, it gives me a chance to make some scrunchies and things instead. So I will show you what it is that I'm doing. Okay, so here are a few of the bits that I'm going to use just to create a little hair accessory pack, really, for my cousin's little girl, as I said. So here I've got what was an A4 sheet of, it's sort of like glitter fabric, really. It's a bit canvassy on the back, and you can pick these up from, oh gosh, Etsy, eBay, anywhere like that. And then I also bought a pack of templates off of Etsy too. I believe it was many years ago. This one's 4 inches. You get 2 of the bow sort of templates in here, and then the tails. You do also get the centre, but they're so tiny that I've lost all of them. And I just sort of make it up as I go now. So these are actually templates for die cutting, I think, but I just do them all by hand because I don't have a die cut like that. I do always use a biro to draw around the template. Oh, sorry, I've knocked you there. Just because it works best basically on this fabric. You can use sort of dressmakers pencils, that sort of thing, but I just don't find that you get the best outcome. I do think a biro is easier, and I have made hundreds of these because I had an Etsy shop selling bows, and yeah, I just absolutely love making them. And I love little girls going to school and different events with my bows on. So once that's done, I will cut that out, and I'll just roughly cut sort of a centre as well. I don't have all of my sewing kit to hand because I've just been sorting it all out and decluttering it, and now I can't find where I've put anything. I'd sort of cut that out for the centre. That's absolutely huge, but I'll just make it the right size when I've cut these bits out. So let me just do that. Okay, so I've got my pieces cut out now. These scissors are horrific and not for crafts, so it was a bit of a struggle to cut it out neatly. But whilst I've been cutting that out, I've just grabbed my glue gun and left that to heat up, and that should be ready. So just a blob of glue on the end there, and we're folding that piece in. And whilst that's drying there, I've got my thumb over it, being careful not to burn myself, and I'm just going to do the same the other side. Okay, and that's created our little bow there, see? Just going to pop a little glue in the middle of the tails here. It's better. Pop that down and press that on top. Okay, And then I'm just going to take this, which is what I cut for the centerpiece, and I'm just going to cut it to size a little bit because that was a little excessive. I haven't made one of these for a while and I used to be able to eyeball it quite well and get it right, but obviously not anymore. Okay, so once that's in place, I'm just going to grab it this way up. Fold that over. Just check that that does cross over nicely. And then finally, all you need to do is just take a clip. And again, I get these off of eBay primarily, Etsy, anywhere like that will do them. And we're just going to stick that to the back there. And that's job done. The first bow is complete. Next up, what I'm going to do is make a couple of scrunchies. So what I've done is I have a template from an old box that I made myself, because I make obviously lots of scrunchies as well as bows, or I used to more than I do now. So this is just my template for a wide scrunchie, just saves me measuring it out each time, and it's 5 by 14 inches, and this template I cut on the fold for a large scrunchie, and I don't cut it on the fold for a normal scrunchie, but yeah, really basic, just an old Amazon box or something. So that's what it looks like when it's cut out. So that's your wide, large scrunchie. It's quite oversized, but I think it's really pretty. And then I've cut a second one of those. And then what I've done is I've actually cut that in half, so essentially not cut it on the fold. And that's going to create two smaller scrunchies, which can be for like pigtails or just for a smaller scrunchie option. So they'll have two of those as well. Then I'm going to take some of this gingham fabric, cut it into a strip, and I'm going to wrap it around this headband just as another option as well. And then I'm also going to make a large scrunchie, no, sorry, not a large scrunchie, a large fabric bow, which will go on one of these large clips to go in her hair. And then yeah, I think that'll be it for us. Yeah, I don't think I need that blue one. I'll just cover this one. That's it, job done. So I've had my lunch break. I'm going to hop back on those sewing bits probably later on, maybe before I go for my run later on this evening when I finish work. But I just wanted to catch up with you. Gosh, everything comes at once, doesn't it? It is good news, it is a good thing, but now I'm a little bit torn because I'm so busy. So essentially, I have been on an allotment waiting list, just a little way up the road from my house. I've been on an allotment waiting list for a long time, maybe 2 years. I did have an allotment previously, a few years ago, maybe 5 years ago, that had a bit of an issue with the council. They wrote a letter to say that the land wasn't being worked, that sort of thing, but it was over winter, and actually it turns out that I was doing everything that I was supposed to do. The ground was covered and being mulched over winter, and so yeah, it was actually an admin error, but we were thinking about moving at the time anyway, which we didn't end up doing. But I thought, do you know what, I'm going to give it up. If I'm not doing it right, then I'm going to give it up. Now I've learnt a lot more since then, realised I was actually doing the right thing. So yeah, I've just been offered an allotment, and I've been on the waiting list, as I said, for maybe 2 years now. They became really popular again in lockdown, as everybody decided to grow their own fruit and veg, give themselves something to do, focus on health, focus on, you know, being physical outside. It's absolutely fantastic. It's less than £40 a year. But now I'm like, do I take it? Because I'm just so busy and I want to be able to commit to it. And obviously it's about to turn to winter, so the land isn't really going to be used as much over winter. But having said that, that gives me the opportunity to potentially cover it, to mulch it, to let it do its thing over winter, get some nutrients back in the soil. And then come springtime, when the ground's softened again after the frosts and things like that, actually I might have the time then to spend a little bit more time there. So yeah, that was totally unexpected. That wasn't who I was expecting it to be on the end of the phone. Not that I expected anybody, but it definitely wasn't them. They've given me the counsellor's number, and so I'm going to give him a call and potentially go and see the plot. I'm not going to do that today. I think that's a little bit rushed, and I don't want to demand that he gets down there immediately. But yeah, potentially at a later point this week. But I thought I'd just update you on that one because that's how everything happens, isn't it? It's a little bit crazy. But yeah, so carry on with work again for this afternoon and crack on with the scrunchies and stuff after work before my run. Catch you in a bit. Yeah, so finished the scrunchies and the hair accessories. I am just now out for a walk with one of my dogs because I've decided that the run tonight just isn't quite suitable with him, with some unknown dogs. He can be quite unpredictable, so we're just erring on the side of caution. So I'll walk him now and run my other one in a little bit, but yeah. Hello, good morning. Oh, it's not morning, it's afternoon now actually. So it is currently Thursday, so my last day of work for the week. I left you last time, I think Tuesday evening, just as I was going on a run with my dog. It was a great run with my normal team that I run with, or part of them anyway. There's loads of us in the sort of club. I ran my smallest dog, and my older one I'd said I'd left at home because there was a few dogs there that I was uncertain of my dog running with. Not that we let them mix, but anyway. And anyway, I ended up borrowing one of my friend's dogs because she brought 3 with her. So I gave her a hand by running one of hers, and then we swapped over and I ran one of her shepherds later on in the run, and it was great. It was a really good run, but I came back, I was tired and went to bed. Yesterday was a quieter day for me. I didn't vlog at all. I worked from the office yesterday for a few hours, and then I went to my mum's because it was her birthday and it was lovely. Then not much else to report. Today is Thursday, as I said. This morning I nipped across to the allotment, as I'd mentioned earlier in the week. I spoke to the counsellor and arranged meeting him this morning when he was nipping to his allotment. Great. The allotment is smaller than the one that I had a few years ago, which is fantastic because, to be honest, that one was quite big for me, especially for a first time allotment. So this one's probably about half the length. It is very overgrown. The lady that's had it has had it for a year and apparently not even been there once, which I can say I believe because literally nothing has been done on it. There is barely anything growing, apart from weeds and thorns and thistles. So the counsellor that I met with, he has an allotment plot there. He's absolutely lovely. He's offered to trim it all back for me so that we can just start with some weed suppressant and then focus on building our raised beds and things ready for the growing season. So yeah, I think it will be great. I do feel a little bit like imposter syndrome when it comes to having an allotment, and I think that was my issue when I had one before. I just felt a little bit like I didn't belong there because the probably typical cliche thing is that allotments are owned by older people, retired people, and so I was going in probably around 20 at the time and going in and trying to find my feet and learn what it was to have an allotment. And not that it's expected, but I didn't get any help from, allotmenteers around me or anything like that. No one sort of looked at the plot and said, oh, I would have done I'd maybe do this with that, or have you tried this? Not that they have to, as I said, and some people wouldn't even appreciate that advice if they were given it, so I understand why people don't give it out. But the counsellor that I met with today, he was very sweet. He gave me a cabbage from his plot, which was so adorable, and told me to pick some of his flowers to take home, but I didn't because they were just beautiful. And so, yeah, I didn't want to go and just take loads of things from him. But he offered some really great advice. As I said, he's going to go down and trim it for me at a cost. I will pay him for his time, but I don't have a trimmer is one of the things that I don't have, so he's going to go and do that for me, clear the plot. He gave me loads of great advice about what he would do next, when he would do it, what my options are. So I nipped into the council offices on my way through and just said, yeah, been offered the plot, would love to take it. So they're going to arrange the paperwork for me, and I'm going to do that tomorrow, go down there and get it signed and paid for. Today, rest of my day, I'm working from home again today, so just pottering about finishing up for the week. Tonight I've got a run, 6.5k tonight, so slightly longer. I'm building up to a 10k towards the end of the month, so that should be good, but hopefully it's going to be quite steady because I'm just not a very fast runner. But yeah, so that's this, oops, sorry, covered the camera in my hand then. That's this evening. And then tomorrow, super busy day. I've booked in my swim session for the morning. Then I'm nipping to the lovely couple who adopted my foster dog that I had about a month or so ago now, and just helping them out with some training bits and pieces. So I've brought them a new lead for him because the one that he had wasn't great. And I'm going to go down there and just going to show them a couple of bits about how to get your dog to loose lead walk, because they're struggling with that at the moment. He's a very strong dog. But I'd done a bit of training with him when he was here on that, and he was great. He responded to it really well, so they'll be able to continue that. Then I need to nip to Hobbycraft because I'm making one of my friends a cake this week for her birthday, so I'll take you along, show you the cake that I make for her. She loves Percy Pigs, so I'm making her a Percy Pig cake. And gosh, what else am I doing tomorrow? Then I think I'm going to nip to the allotment. The counsellor said to call him or let him know once I've paid for the plot, and then he'll go in and trim it. Obviously he said when he gets time, but I'm hoping that that might be tomorrow. Hoping that it might be tomorrow afternoon. I've ordered some weed membranes, so I'm hoping that that'll arrive today. And then, yeah, I can get started on it. I'd really love to just clear it just to see what is there underneath, see if there's anything lying around. I want to get in the shed, check that that's all sort of clean and tidy to an extent, and take my tools down. But yeah, exciting day tomorrow. And then I'm potentially staying at my friend's house tomorrow evening because she's away overnight and I'll be looking after her dogs. But we'll wait and see on that one. I'm not too sure at this moment whether she definitely is going to be away tomorrow night. But that'll be the plan if so. So very busy day tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I will catch up with you later, maybe on tonight's run. If not, then maybe just tomorrow morning when I do my swim. See you later. Hello, my loves. So I just wanted to sign off this video before I edit it and pop it up onto YouTube for you. So Thursday evening when I was out on the run, which was what I think I had planned last time I spoke to you all, whilst we were out on the run, one of the people on the run had notification on their phone, and we found out the awful news about the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. So yeah, it then didn't feel right for me to vlog on Thursday evening after the run. And Friday too, I think I was just a bit glum after hearing the news. Sort of plodded on with my day, but yeah, just didn't quite feel appropriate. So Friday I did go and do my swim that I was going to do. It was good, just going to take some getting used to for me. I was a bit in my head a little bit, felt a bit like an imposter, just rocking up and trying to swim. Then I made my friend's birthday cake, which we've given her today, and I'll pop a picture of that down here. Actually that was Saturday that I made that. Yeah, that was Saturday, not Friday. Yeah, rest of Friday I actually went to visit my old foster dog do a bit of training with him, and that went really well. We were sorting out some paperwork and some other bits as well. Then I stayed at my friend's house to dog sit for her. Yeah, then Saturday I made my friend's cake, which I've already put a picture in of. And that was about it for yesterday. Quite a chilled day. Today I was up, went out, did sort of held a craft store at a event that we were doing, which again I'll pop a little picture in here. So that was sort of bandanas, hair scrunchies, hair clips, things like that, which I make for dogs and children. Yeah, that went really well. It was quite a successful craft stall actually, based on the historic ones. But yeah, that's a week for me, really. Obviously, Thursday came with unexpected news, so yeah, put a sort of bump in the road of my video, obviously, because that took priority. And as I said, I didn't want to film after hearing that news. But yeah, so that's my week, really. I'm hoping to do another week sort of in the life next week. Also, a couple of other things. I was hoping to get my allotment set up this week, obviously pre-Thursday. But then once Thursday came, obviously the council have had quite a lot of protocol to follow, paperwork to do, routines to follow. Yeah, following the Queen's passing. So obviously, understandably, my allotment paperwork has not been a priority for them, which I completely get. They were hopeful that they'll be able to do it next week for me though. So hopefully in next week's vlog, I'll get the paperwork for that, and I'm hoping that next week I get the courage to show you a little bit more of what I do, so film myself doing a couple of other things as opposed to just me talking about them, which is what I feel I've done quite a lot this week. But yeah, thank you for having me back on YouTube. It's been a while since I've posted, but hoping to make it a more regular thing now. So thank you very much for watching my video, and I will catch you soon. Bye bye.